know it by now. It's 0116 212 9324, and the text number is 07450 95084. So we are here till 5 o'clock, inshallah. So today we're going to be going through the rest of the 99 names of Allah, and inshallah we'll have some children calling in. I would like to just announce that on Friday is the final competition day. We are here inshallah on Monday still. That will be probably the last day, or maybe Tuesday even, depending on when Eid is. However, the final competition for the children's hour will be this Friday, and we will be here from 3 till 5 o'clock with all of us here, inshallah, running the competition. So the final competition for Friday is the 99 names of Allah. So what we want is, we want the children, inshallah, to come into the studio and recite the 99 names of Allah. And from there, also, we want you to recite any nasheeds, any poetry, anything like that. We really want to hear from our children, inshallah. So far, we've had some really good responses, and alhamdulillah. Sorry, excuse me. And so we want to see the children in. It's literally the last couple of days. So we really need to hear from our, mashallah, beautiful children. And parents, please encourage your children to come into the studio, inshallah. Yesterday, I have to say, it was really nice because although the weather was a bit, cloudy and rainy, I had so many children come up to me because we were outside on the City Retreat Pledge Day.
Oh, wow.
And I had so many of the children who came up and just to come to say salam. And I was
lovely.
It's so nice. When you've heard them on the radio and they've just come to sing or whatever they have done, mashallah, they'll be like, oh, I'm so-and-so. And I was like, that's so cute, mashallah. So Jazakallah khair for those children. I think Rumaisa was one of the main ones because she's like, Auntie Amrin. I was like, mashallah. So yeah, alhamdulillah, Jazakallah khair for that. So so today we're going to do the 99 names, as I said, and then we're going to have stories, and then I'm going to read some vouchers out for the children that have not collected their vouchers yet. So let's start. We have got Rehana Sakrani, who's got a brew voucher. We've got Medina Sheikh. We've got Hafsa Ahmed from last week. We've got Abdul Rahman and Aisha Qasim. We have Yasmin, I believe your mother is Yasmin Limbada. We got Zinat, which is, I think is your Malika Ismail is your mother. And that's all the names I can see right now. So yeah, so kids, parents, please come and collect your children's vouchers because we don't want, subhanallah, we don't want vouchers left
next year,
which always happens. When we come back, we try to clear away everything as much as possible, but we always end up with a lot of vouchers where children have not collected. I've got some more as well. Is it Brother Abu Bakr? You've got I think Fame Fashion voucher and a brew voucher. And then we've got, I can't read that, Ahmed Moravia, apologies. Yeah, Moravia. So we've got, I think I've read all the names out. So please come and collect them. These need to go to their rightful owner, inshallah, because it's upon us to, try and get them to you, inshallah. So yeah, please do. Okay, so let's do the 99 names, inshallah, when we're ready.
Okay. So last week, children, we touched upon on Friday. Thank you.
Okay,
we touched upon.
We have a call.
Oh, we have a call.
Assalamu alaikum. Okay, our producer is not warning us. And he's just putting calls in. Assalamu alaikum. Who's that?
Alaikum salam.
Fatima.
Have you been on radio before, Fatima?
No.
Oh, mashallah. And how old are you, my darling?
5.
5 years old. Okay, what are you going to pray for us or recite for us today?
Surah Fatiha.
Inshallah. Bismillah. When you're ready.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim Maliki Yawmiddin Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in Ihdina as-siratal mustaqim siratal ladzina an'amta alayhim ghayril maghdubi alayhim waladdallin. Ameen.
Mashallah. Jazakallah khair, Fatima.
How old is Fatima?
Fatima said she's 5 years old, mashallah.
Wow.
Fatima, how's your Ramadan going, my darling?
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. And
The school holidays, enjoying the school holidays?
Yeah.
are you on holidays yet, or you it's next week? Are you
It's
go,
this
do you go to madrasa?
No.
You don't. Okay. But you helping mummy and daddy at home?
Yeah.
Yeah. What did you do yesterday? It was bank holiday. What did you do yesterday?
I just stayed at home.
You just stayed at home. You know what? The weather was a bit weird yesterday. It was raining. It was cloudy. Mashallah. It was a bit of everything yesterday. So alhamdulillah. Do you want to say salam to anybody, Fatima?
To my mom and my dad and my sister and the whole Muslim Ummah.
Ameen. Don't forget us in your du'as as well, okay, my darling? You know, because you're the first caller today and it's our first day this week, you're going to get a brew voucher and it's for one strawberry waffle pop, okay? So, Fatima, don't put the phone down. What the producer will take mummy and or daddy's number and then you can come into the studio to come and collect the voucher, okay, ma?
Okay.
Is that okay? Jazakallah khair. Make sure you call again, okay?
Okay.
Assalamu alaikum. MashaAllah, that's beautiful. Alhamdulillah. First caller. Little Fatima,
First time caller as well.
Alhamdulillah.
Yep. Right, so back to Allah's names. Last week we finished with Al-Latif. And today we're going to start off with Al-Khabir. Signs of Al-Khabir. Oh, actually, sorry. I've just realized we've done this one as well last week. That was the last two. Bear with me 1 second.
Can I just remind everybody what the studio number is? You're on Ramadan special on EAVA FM 102.5 with myself, Sister Fatima, and Sister Amrin on the children's hour till 5 o'clock. The studio number is 212-9324 and the text number is 07450 So first, we're just going through the 99 names of Allah. And then we will go to stories, and of course the children will be calling in, inshallah. So please stay tuned and let your children call in, inshallah, because we want to hear from our children what their Ramadan's been like and what they're learning as well, inshallah.
And what they've got planned for the holidays this week.
Yes, what they got planned.
Are they doing any extra activities for Ramadan?
Yeah, especially in these last days, you know, what they're doing. We want to hear from the children. How are you preparing the children, inshallah?
Absolutely.
Okay, bismillah.
Right, so Al-Azim. Al-Azimu, the signs of Al-Azim. Earthquakes are movements deep in the earth's crust that make the ground tremble. They can cause great destruction and can make it seem like the whole world and the bones inside our bodies are shaking. Before they strike, there is an awesome quiet as the animals and birds suddenly become silent. If we were really aware of how great God is, it would make us tremble. Just like during an earthquake, however, Al-Azim comes from the Arabic word meaning to grow strong bones. When Allah makes us tremble in awe, it's actually making us stronger inside.
We have a call and our
Excellent.
producer's trying to get our attention.
Bismillah.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
What's your name?
Khalil Ahmed.
I can't hear you. Say that again.
Khalil Ahmed.
Oh, Khalil Ahmed. How are you? Are you okay?
Yeah, alhamdulillah.
How's your Ramadan going?
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Okay, Khalil, how old are you? I've forgotten. Remind me. How old are you?
11.
11, mashallah. And what would you like to recite, or have you got a story or something you'd like to share with us?
Surah Yasin.
Surah Yasin, okay. Is it going to be all of it or just part of it?
Part of it.
Okay, inshallah. Nice and clearly. And you know the radio, just turn it down because we can hear some feedback.
Okay.
Yeah? Jazakallah khair. Bismillah when you're ready.
ياسين والقرآن الحكيم إنك لمن المرسلين على صراط مستقيم تنزيل العزيز الرحيم لتنذر قوما ما أنذر آباؤهم فهم غافلون لقد حق القول على أكثرهم فهم لا يؤمنون إنا جعلنا في أعناقهم أغلالا فهي إلى الأذقان فهم مقمحون وجعلنا من بين أيديهم سدا ومن خلفهم سدا فأغشيناهم فهم لا
يبصرون وسواء عليهم أأنذرتهم أم لم تنذرهم لا يؤمنون إنما تنذر من اتبع الذكر وخشي الرحمن بالغيب فبشره بمغفرة وأجر كريم إنا نحن نحيي الموتى ونكتب ما قدموا وآثارهم وكل شيء أحصيناه في إمام مبين واضرب لهم مثلا أصحاب القرية إذ جاءها المرسلون إذ أرسلنا إليهم اثنين فكذبوهما فعززنا بثالث فقالوا إنا إليكم المرسلون قالوا ما أنتم إلا بشر مثلنا وما أنزل الرحمن من شيء إن أنتم إلا تكذبون قالوا ربنا يعلم إنا إليكم لمرسلون وما علينا إلا البلاغ المبين قالوا إنا تطيرنا بكم لئن لم تنتهوا لنرجمنكم وليمسنكم منا عذاب أليم قالوا طائركم معكم أن ذكرتم بل أنتم قوم مسرفون وجاء من أقصى المدينة رجل يسعى قال يا قوم اتبعوا المرسلين اتبعوا من لا يسألكم أجرا وهم مهتدون صدق الله العظيم.
Sadaqallah al-Azim. MashaAllah, that was beautiful, Khalil. Have you been reciting the Yasin for long, or how long have you been practicing?
Well, I've been reading it for quite a lot and I've been listening to it quite a
MashaAllah.
lot.
So are you able to do it, are you trying to memorize it as well at the same time?
Yeah.
Oh, MashaAllah, may Allah make it easy for you. The recitation was MashaAllah beautiful, Alhamdulillah. So Jazakallah khair for reciting that live on Ramadan special on EAVA FM, Alhamdulillah. Would you like to say salam to anybody, Khalil?
Yeah, my whole family and the whole Muslim Ummah.
Jazakallah khair. And because you mashallah recited so beautifully, you're gonna have, and you were our second caller today as well. So what we're gonna do is you're gonna get a brew voucher for a mojito ice refresher, which I believe expiry date is 31st of July. And then also we've been given gift vouchers or £5 vouchers from Fame Fashions on Wood Hill. So you're going to get that. So, don't put the call down. So you're going to go through to the producer and you have to give your parents' telephone number, okay? And then make sure you come and collect your voucher by the end of the week, inshallah, okay?
Okay.
Yeah? Jazakallah khair. So stay on the line, okay, Khalil? And Jazakallah for calling in. Alhamdulillah, okay. Oh, it's Melton Road, sorry. I got that so wrong. Fame Fashions. It's not Wood Hill. Subhanallah. Jazakallah khair for that, Sister Fatima. Alhamdulillah. Okay, shall we try and carry on with the names then,
Right,
inshallah?
yes,
See
inshallah.
how many we can get through, inshallah.
Yeah. So we want Al-Azim, and we were saying that if we were really aware of how how great God is, it would make us tremble. Just like during an earthquake. However, Al-Azims come from an Arabic word meaning to grow strong bones. When Allah makes us tremble in awe, He actually makes us stronger inside, because the walls that separate us from Allah come tumbling down and we feel Allah's great love. SubhanAllah, that's such a amazing way of putting it. And I didn't mention that the name Al-Azim means tremendous as well. So something that is tremendous is so great, we can feel it in our bones and it makes us tremble. This is the greatness of Allah. We feel humbled and insignificant, and so we bow in awe. Muhammad says, "O God, to you I bow down, in you I put my faith, and to you I submit myself. My hearing, my sight, my brain, my bones, and my sinews humble themselves in awe before you." So I mean, that's really a nice way of putting in, Sister
Yeah,
Amrin.
it
You know that when we do get scared about something, I mean, the other day I was listening to a surah, a tafsir of a surah, and it tells you about the way when the first trumpet is blown and the second trumpet is blown, what's going to happen, and it kind of like really made me think.
Yeah.
And it's terrifying. The vision, if you visualize it, it's terrifying.
It
So
is.
yes, it's so true the way this says that. When we get scared, there's almost like you can imagine a wall of a barrier breaking down.
Yeah.
Within us to get us closer to Allah and His love.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's amazing. Have we got another call?
Subhanallah, we have got another
We have
call.
got another call. Okay. Let's
Assalamu
take that now.
alaikum. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Who's that?
Hamad Tuta.
Sorry, say that
Hamad.
again. Hamad, are you in the car? Because I can hear.
Yes.
Yeah, I can tell. See, alhamdulillah. How old are you, Ahmed?
11.
11, mashallah. And, sorry, excuse me. How's your Ramadan going?
Good.
Yeah? How are you finding it?
It's really good.
Yeah.
Yesterday I fasted.
Yeah.
And today, like right now, we're in the park.
Oh, mashallah.
nice.
That's lovely. Alhamdulillah. Okay, so what did you want to recite? Have you got a story to share with us? What is it that you wanted to?
I wanted to recite the 99 names of Allah.
Excellent.
Mashallah. Okay, let's see. How many can you do? How many have you been practicing?
I know all 99.
Okay, are you coming in on Friday? Then you have to make a deal that you're definitely coming in on Friday to recite the 99 names as well. Yeah, inshallah, because we have a final competition from 3 till 5 o'clock. Okay, on Friday. Yeah. So Bismillah, when you're ready, Ahmed, inshallah. And just turn the radio down a little bit because we're getting interference.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Bismillah.
Allah, Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim, Al-Malik, Al-Qudus, Al-Salam, Al-Mu'min, Al-Muhaymin, Al-Aziz, Al-Jabbar, Al-Mutakabbir, Al-Khaliq, Al-Bari, Al-Musawwir, Al-Ghaffar, Al-Qahhar, Al-Wahhab, Al-Razzaq, Al-Fatah, Al-Alim, Al-Qabid, Al-Basit, Al-Qasid, Al-Rafi, المعز المذل السميع البصير الحكم العدل اللطيف الخبير العليم العظيم الغفور الشكور الجليل الخبير الحفيظ المقيت الحسيب الجليل الكريم الرقيب المجيب الواسع الحكيم الودود المجيد الباعث الشهيد الحق الوكيل القوي المتين الولي الحميد المحيي المبدي المعيد المحيي المميت الحي القيوم الواجد الماجد الواحد الأحد الصمد القادر المقتدر المقدم الأول الآخر الظاهر الباطن الواحد المتعال البر التواب المنتقم العفو مالك الملك ذي الجلال والإكرام المبتدئ الجامع الغالي المغني الماني الضار النافع النور الهادي البديع الباقي الوارث الرشيد الصبور.
Excellent. Well done.
Mashallah.
That was brilliant.
That was beautiful. Are you doing that by heart or are you reading
I
off?
think you was.
Yeah, I'm reading it.
No, but it's still, mashallah, that's beautiful.
Excellent.
Subhanallah, Allah bless you.
Are you learning the meaning of it as well, Hamad? Are you trying to learn? Yes. I mean, it's really important that we try and learn the meaning because even when I was young, we learned just, the Arabic, and that's really important that we learn that. But it's really as equally as important that we learn the meanings of them because that's how we can apply these qualities and become the best versions of ourselves. Yeah?
Inshallah.
And as I'm doing this with you, all the children of the children's hour, I'm getting to learn these as well. And I'm getting to learn the meanings of them. And it really makes a big difference, yeah? So really try your best, even once a week or one a month, just try and learn the meaning of the names that you know. But well done for reciting all 99.
Jazakallah khair. Yeah, are you gonna come in on Friday? Come in between 3 and 5, okay? And recite the 99 names. And what we want to try and do is see how many children we can get in the studio all at once to recite them together, okay? Yeah, so please come into the studio, inshallah. And Jazakallah khair for calling in. Do you want to give salam to anybody?
Yeah. I would like to give salams to all my family and to the whole ummah.
Jazakallah khair, wa alaikum salam. And don't forget us in the whole of the Radio Ramadan crew in your du'as as well, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, and make sure that we can do Radio Ramadan every year, inshallah. Okay, Hamad, can you stay on the phone? The producer will take your parents' telephone number because you're going to get a brew voucher and a Fame Fashion voucher. And the brew voucher you've got is for a Strawberry Waffle Pop, okay? So we'll put your name and your details on the back, but we need your parents' telephone number to make sure, just in case, okay?
Okay.
Jazakallah khair for calling. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Oh, Allah bless him, mashallah. It's such a great effort,
Yes, definitely.
To even to just come on radio for a start and then to recite the challenge that we've been setting, mashallah, and that children have actually been learning and taking the effort to make that effort to learn, because we're learning as well. As you said, Sis Fatima, to learn the meaning is really important.
It is really important indeed. And also a little reminder to all our children that are coming and calling and reciting from the Quran.
Yes.
Whether you're reciting it quietly, you might be doing that already. But if you're not, just remember to start with Bismillah, A'udhu Billahi Minash Shaitanir Rajeem, and Bismillah, as that's really important before we pray anything from the Quran. So please bear in mind that when you do, don't forget to recite that to start, inshallah.
Yeah, Jazakallah khair. Do you want to read the text message that we had?
Yeah,
Can
I don't
you
know.
read
Has it come through? Actually, I haven't even got my glasses today. I'm
Okay,
struggling to read it.
I'll read it. It's listening to the talk. Nice to hear young children contributing to the program. Please request them to emphasize strongly, as Sister Fatima just said, is when reciting from the Quran that it always recite Auzu Billahi Minash Shaitanir Rajeem. So that's from
Sister Hajra. So Jazakallah, Sister Hajra.
Reminder.
Literally just said the same thing.
Exactly.
So Jazakallah for that reminder as well. Anyway, it's really important. Yes.
And the feedback and things, we're gonna remember that we are all volunteers. We are obviously regulated, but every single person is in the studio is a volunteer. So we do take on feedback, but at the same time we will make mistakes. But we're gonna remember we're all here.
It's nice to hear from
it's nice to hear, to get constructive feedback and positive feedback as well, inshallah. So Jazakallah khair for that. We have another caller, Sister Fatima.
Excellent. It hasn't come through yet. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
And what is your name?
Sarah.
Assalamu alaikum, Sarah. How are you today?
Alhamdulillah.
Are you enjoying your holidays?
Yeah.
Are you relaxing or making the most of it?
Yeah.
Which one? Or both of them?
Yeah.
Right. What would you like to pray?
I'd like to I'd like to pray a piece of the Quran.
Piece of the Quran. Okay. You're going to start with A'udhu Billahi Minash Shaitanir Rajeem, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim for us, yeah?
Yeah.
Excellent. You can start reciting when you're ready, okay?
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والرسول قد قصصناهم عليك من قبل والرسول لم نقصصهم عليك وكلم الله موسى تكليما رسولا لم مبشرين ومنذرين لئلا يكون للناس على الله حجة بعد الرسول وكان الله عزيزا حكيما لكن الله يشهد بما أنزل إليك أنزله بعلمه والملائكة يشهدون وكفى بالله شهيدا إن الذين كفروا.
Sarah, can I just stop you? You know what? We're going to go to a break. So can you call back after the break again and finish reciting? Because I don't want to cut you off, my darling, okay?
Okay.
So we're going to have a 5-minute break, but call back, okay?
Okay.
Jazakallah. Okay, we will see you shortly. Assalamu alaikum.
Hi, my name's Yusuf Chambers and I'm one of the founders of this city retreat. So the city retreat was originally designed for us to activate our faith in the middle of the city, away from our comfort zone. It's very easy to be in your comfort zone and chill out with a 1,000 different brothers and brethren and sisters,
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. You're here on Ramadan special EVA FM on 102.5 with myself, Sister Amrin, and Sister Fatema. On the Children's Hour, we are here till 5 o'clock, inshallah. And before the show, the break, we had little Sarah who called in to recite the Quran. We're so sorry, Sarah, that we forgot the time. We didn't see the timer, and this hour's going really quick, subhanallah. So when you get a moment, if you can call back, because you're reciting so beautifully, so please call back so you can continue, inshallah. Okay, shall we try and do some more names of the 99 names of Allah?
I'm thinking if we're going to get calls, we don't want to interrupt the names of Allah as well.
Yeah.
Just Al-Azimu is tremendous. Al-Azim, it means tremendous. We can mention the next name, and then we'll hopefully leave it to the children to find out a bit more about the next names. Al-Ghafur. Al-Ghafuru, this name means the most forgiving. If we are truly sorry and ask Allah to forgive us, there is nothing that Allah will not forgive.
SubhanAllah.
Even very terrible crimes can be forgiven by Al-Ghafur. There is always hope because God is full of love, mercy and compassion.
SubhanAllah.
And that's so true, isn't it, Auntie Amrin, that no matter how much we do wrong, if we go to repent to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, there's no doubt, He's the most loving, the most merciful and the most compassionate.
SubhanAllah.
There's nobody that we can compare to His love and His mercy and His compassion.
Yeah, His love is everlasting, subhanAllah.
And so children and all of our adults listening and children should all know that whenever we've done wrong, we should never feel that, but I've done this wrong and I can't go back now.
Yeah.
It's never too late. Allah is always there and He's always ready to forgive us.
He's just waiting
He's
for
just
us
waiting.
to make dua.
Absolutely.
And the power of dua.
So whenever you do something wrong, if you upset your mummy or you upset a friend or your daddy, anybody, you're rude to anybody and you feel like it's too late, you've done it now, always know, ask Allah and ask for forgiveness, and you can also ask the person, because that's really important.
Yes.
The person you've hurt should also, forgive you.
Yes.
And let them know that you're not really happy about what you've done as well,
No,
So that's Al-Ghafur, the most forgiving.
Okay, we have a caller. Is it
Excellent.
Sarah? It is Sarah.
It is Sarah.
Assalamu alaikum, Sarah.
Walaikum salam.
Sorry, my darling, before we didn't realize what the timing was, so we had to tell you to call back, okay? So Jazakallah for calling back. Sarah, how old are you? I don't think I asked you how old you were.
9 years old.
9 years old, mashallah. Okay, so when you're ready, do you want to continue or maybe start again and just do it properly, inshallah, yeah? So Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim.
Finish up my sentence. And then my brother wants to pray.
Okay, no problem, inshallah. You do first and then your brother.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. إن الذين كفروا وظلموا لن يكون الله ليغفر لهم ولا ليهديهم طريقا. Now my brother will pray.
Okay, inshallah. Jazakallah khair for completing that. Sadaqallah al-Azim.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. What's your name?
Adam.
Adam. How old are you, Adam?
5.
MashaAllah. Jazakallah for calling in. And what would you like to recite?
Sleepy Surah.
Okay, inshallah. Don't forget to say Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim.
Good.
Say Bismillah.
Surah.
It's okay, Adam, you're doing so well.
Adam, mashallah. Come on, a little bit louder. I can't hear you.
Allahumma bismika mutawahhiya.
Excellent. And which dua is that for, do you know?
Sleepy Surah.
Sleepy dua. Excellent.
Dua, mashallah. Allah
Well
bless you. Adam, do you want to say salam to anybody? Who do you want to say salam to? In this beautiful month, in this beautiful month of Ramadan.
I will say salam to my dad.
Excellent. Just your dad? Nobody else?
Okay, say assalamu alaikum now. Bye.
Sister, can you stay on the phone so the producer can take their telephone number so your children can get a voucher each, inshallah, okay?
Okay.
Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum.
Bye.
Oh, mashallah.
So cute.
It's
How old
so
is he? I think he's
cute.
really young.
Adam was 5
Oh, was
and
he?
his
Oh.
sister Sarah was 9. So, mashallah, that's beautiful. I think we have some children who are in the studio. So
Come to collect the vouchers, yes.
come to collect their vouchers. So I'm not sure whether it's... Should we continue with
come
the...
through.
Do you want to continue with this story?
Okay, no worries. Actually, it's not even a story. I was going to say today that we're going to have a little discussion on respecting our elders and kindness to just human kindness. So I had a little a thing prepared here to say that when a flower blooms, its color and scent first touches the garden near it and then spread. So in the same way, a Muslim's act of human kindness should first touch those nearest to him and then his family and his neighbors, and it goes on. So if all your children are listening, it's like a domino effect then, isn't it? So when you knock one domino down, they all go it knocks all the dominoes down. So if you start spreading acts of kindness, it's going to go around like that and get to the end, basically. So in our family, parents deserve our love first. We should obey and respect them and treat them well. Even if they should do something wrong, we should look after them and try to lighten their cares and worries. Whatever we own, we should think of it as a gift from them or a result of their prayers for us. We should try to earn their blessings for our happiness in this life and the life to come. And the prayers of our parents are a great blessing for their children. The blessed Prophet ﷺ, Muhammad ﷺ, said that when an obedient child looks with love at his parents, he gets a reward equal to that of going on one pilgrimage.
Subhanallah.
And once a companion came to the blessed Prophet Muhammad ﷺ to ask his permission to take part in war for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. However, when the blessed Prophet Muhammad ﷺ found out that the companion's mother was still alive, he advised him to look after her and said that this amounted to taking part in war for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the blessed Prophet Muhammad also said, no one is more unfortunate than the person who has parents but cannot gain entry to heaven through serving them. He said that people often prefer their children to their parents, but it should be the other way around. The parents' rights have been made more important in Islam, so a Muslim should prefer his parents to his children. The blessed Prophet Muhammad also said that a man is the wealth of his parents, and whatever he has in the world is really owed to them, and therefore should always admit this openly. He urged us never to misbehave towards our parents and to always talk softly when replying to them. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has forbidden using harsh words to our parents or putting on an I don't care about them attitude. That's amazing, isn't it, Auntie Amrin? And I hope that our children listening, that they really are listening to this, because as we have grown up and we know that, we have said things like I don't care, I don't want this, I don't that. But yes, listening to this, it's so important that we show respect to our parents.
Absolutely.
It's one of them, like the Prophet Muhammad has said, that that's one of the most important duties for us children towards our parents, is to be kind towards them and not utter a harsh word. And one of the young listeners in the beginning of our children's shows in the early first week or so mentioned something that, wasn't it, a hadith?
Yes.
That he was telling us a story that he went to Masjid Omar and he heard the Maulana say that you shouldn't do oof to your parents.
Yes.
So, there's been lots of lessons throughout our shows, isn't it, about how we should talk to our parents, our elders, our siblings, our brothers and sisters, our grandparents. It's really, really important that we show kindness and love. And Allah has said that we shouldn't do that anywhere, but to start in our own house first.
Absolutely.
So that's to our parents and whoever lives in our home with us.
Yes,
that could be, some people have got grandparents living with them, dada, daddy, nana, nani.
Yeah, exactly.
Some people could have their brothers and sisters, older ones, younger ones,
Yes.
everyone. And some people
Subhanallah.
think it's just to our elders, but respect
not.
also has to be given to our youngers, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And this is the times of Prophet ﷺ, and they always used to adapt to whoever they were speaking to. So
Yes.
it's like now, even like our teachers, and we're sitting with certain shayukh, and that they will adapt their speaking depending on what they're trying to deliver, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will guide them to give them that, subhanallah. So we need to bear in mind that even though it's not us, as adults we forget, but it's actually for
Even adults, it's not
we
just
need
for
to
children.
remind ourselves that
Because
as well.
suddenly when we're grown up and we're adults, we think, okay, we're adults now. And then
Yeah.
suddenly we think we've got this power, this strength, and we know we think we become clever all of a sudden.
This is it,
And then we talk
exactly.
to our parents like they're nothing.
Yeah,
And,
exactly.
they don't deserve no respect.
Yeah.
So it's not just for the children. It's not just for the young children. It's for young children, teenagers, youth, adults.
Everyone,
Everyone.
subhanallah.
This is a lesson for all of us.
Yes,
And even when our parents have died, and there's nothing more we can offer them, but there's so much more in the sense of prayers what we can offer for them.
Subhanallah. Yeah.
So make sure we're offering that at least if we haven't got them as well.
Okay, we have a caller, inshallah.
Excellent. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. Walaikum salam.
Alaikum salam. And who do we have here? Who do we have on the call?
Atia.
Atiya, assalamu
Oh,
alaikum.
assalamu alaikum, Atia. How are you?
And Hawa.
And
yeah,
Atiya and
Hawa,
Hawa, the two
both
famous
of you.
sisters.
Mashallah. Okay, so who's gonna recite first?
We're doing it together.
Excellent.
Inshallah. So don't forget to say Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. And soon as you're ready, you can start. Okay?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammadin kama sallaita ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka Hamidum Majid. Allahumma barik ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammadin kama barakta ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka Hamidum Majid.
Excellent, Atiya.
Mashallah.
And Hawa, well done. That was so beautiful. And the way you both recited that in sync together.
Mashallah. Have you both been practicing together to make sure you can recite at the same time? Yes?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Alhamdulillah. Okay, so Hawa and Atia, do you want to say salam to anybody?
Daddy.
To Daddy.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
Excellent.
And don't forget to don't forget the Radio Ramadan crew in your du'as as well, okay?
Okay.
Okay, and you know what? Because you both recited so beautifully, I'm going to give you both a voucher. So you're going to get a Fame Fashions voucher, which is for £5, and then a Mojito Ice Refresher from Brew voucher. And I know you've got a few now you've collected, so after Ramadan,
many.
you'll be able to go to Brew, inshallah. Okay, so make sure you stay on the line so the producer can take your telephone number, Hawa and Ati, okay?
Okay.
Jazakallah khair. Make sure you come in on Friday to the studio, okay?
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye bye. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum.
Mashallah. Okay, so you're on Ramadan special with the EAVA FM. We are on 102.5. The studio number is 212-9324 and the text number is 07450 925084. I just want to highlight, I mean, we are a children's show, so when children do come in, we will only correct them to a certain limit. We've said this before at the beginning of Ramadan. We're not teachers, and that's why we have other programs to facilitate for children to recite. But in terms, at the same time, we also see it that when children have the confidence and the love to call in to recite, we don't want to take that away from them as well.
Yes.
So I urge you as parents and teachers is correct your children. If you do see mistakes, then please correct them. It's not, we don't feel that we're in a position to be able to do that because we're not teachers, as we've said from before. So I hope you understand that, inshallah, because for us it's about the children interacting and for them to be engaged in this blessed month of Ramadan. So I hope you understand that, our parents and our teachers out there. By all means, but if you have feedback, ensure it's constructive and go through the correct channels, and that way we can improve, inshallah. We are in the last few days, inshallah. Oh, we have another caller. We have about literally nine minutes to the end of the show, so let's see how many children we can get in, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Who's that?
Safiya Mullah.
Oh, Safiya, assalamu alaikum. How are you?
Wa alaikum assalam. Alhamdulillah, I'm fine.
Alhamdulillah. How are you finding your Ramadan?
Alhamdulillah, it's been good.
Yeah, it's been good. Okay, so what have you been doing? Or like, especially yesterday was bank holiday. So what did you do yesterday?
And the whole week off?
Yeah.
I've just been playing in the garden and doing activities.
Excellent.
MashaAllah, alhamdulillah. Okay, so Safiya, what would you like to recite today, my darling?
I'd like to pray a little nasheed.
Oh, Bismillah. As soon as you're ready, inshallah, nice and clearly, okay?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dee da da dee dee da da. Dee da da dee dee da da. Dee da da dee dee da da. Dee da. You're the only one I turn to. Lord, I know your promise is true. Every step I take, yeah, Rabbi, prayer brings me right to you. Every night in all my prayers, Lord, I raise my hands to you. Rabbi, you know what's in my heart. Keep me on this pathway to you. You forgive all those who seek you. Who do I call if it's not you? Pray one day I'll meet you, Rabbi. Won't you bring me back to you? Mawlana, ya Mawlana, ya Sami'tu wada. Mawlana, ya Mawlana, ya Sami'tu wada. I know life won't last forever. Lord, I raise my hands to you. Rabbi, keep me firm on this path. Pray you bring me right to you. You forgive all those who seek you. Who do I call if it's not you? Pray one day I'll meet you, Rabbi. Won't you bring me back to you? Mawlana, ya Mawlana, ya Sami'tu wada. Mawlana, ya Mawlana, ya Sami'tu wada. I'm done.
MashaAllah, that's beautiful. That's so beautiful.
It's a different nasheed. I've never heard that one before.
I've heard it, but not in that tune, mashallah. It's done really nicely. Safiya, how long have you known that for? How long have you been practicing that?
I've been practicing that for 1 week.
Oh, mashallah. Okay, because that's so beautiful. Are you going to try and learn another one as well? Because you did that one so well.
Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Inshallah.
Make sure you. Did you hear it on the radio? The nasheed one, because I'm sure we have it on our adverts.
No.
You haven't? Oh, okay. So what we need you to do, are you going to come in on Friday and recite and try and learn another nasheed by Friday? Do you think you can do that?
Inshallah.
And what about the 99 names of Allah? How are you getting on with that?
I'm doing good.
Yeah? Okay, so you have to come in, because you heard Brother Hamad earlier. He did all the 99 names, mashallah. So we want to try and see how many children we can get in. So come in on Friday, inshallah, between 3 and 5, okay? Yeah? And Safiya, stay on the line because you recited that nasheed so beautifully, mashallah, because we've not had many nasheeds. I'm going to give you a voucher. Let me just see what we can pull out. It's a mojito ice refresher. So I'm going to put your details on the back. But can you make sure, don't put the phone down. Just give your parents' telephone number. And then that way you can come to the studio and come and collect your voucher. Okay, Safiya? Yeah. Do you want to say salam to anybody?
To you, my family, and the whole Muslim Ummah.
Ameen. Jazakallah khair for remembering us all. And inshallah, we will see you soon, okay? But just stay on the phone so the producer can take your telephone number, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
Allah bless her. MashaAllah. That was beautiful. Alhamdulillah.
Excellent.
Okay, we literally have less than 5 minutes. So I don't think we're going to be able to take any more calls today.
Yes. Have we told the kids that on Friday we've got a double slot?
We have a double slot. So we are here from 3 o'clock to 5, and we're going to have some great prizing, inshallah. What we do want is as many children to get into the studio to do the 99 names of Allah, mashallah. We had Lil Hamad earlier. He actually came before to come and collect his voucher because he was on his way after school. So mashallah, but he didn't want to actually come into the studio. But he will come in on Friday, inshallah. So what we need to do is have as many children as possible to be able to do the 99 names of Allah and come into the studio, and we can try and do them all together in one go, inshallah.
Amazing.
And then any other nasheeds, any poetry, you know, because it's going to be our final show, because we're not sure if we're here on Monday. But ideally, try and say is how many children we can get packed into the studio with your parents, of course. Inshallah,
we're going to be out the window.
The idea is let's see what we can do. Let's let everybody know we're here, inshallah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Have we got? Shall we finish with some stories?
Do you do one more name as well?
Let's do one more
3
name,
minutes,
inshallah.
we can fit in a name. So we just done Al-Ghafoor, and the first one we done was Al-Azimu and Al-Ghafoor. Al-Azimu is tremendous one. Al-Ghafoor is the most forgiving, and Ash-Shakur. Ash-Shakur is a rewarder of thankfulness. This means that Allah loves us to say thank you and rewards us when we do. Ash-Shakur, who blesses us with so much, will bless us with even more if we are truly, truly grateful.
SubhanAllah.
Signs of Ash-Shakur are Muhammad said to his wife Aisha, am I not a thankful servant? Giving thanks is a very important practice in Islam. Sometimes we feel dissatisfied with what we have. Even if we have a lot, we complain. We want more because we have not stopped to be grateful. We are not happy. But there are some people who are thankful even for the smallest things, like being able to walk, eat, sleep, and dream, or being able to make other people happy. People like this are content with what they have, even if other people don't think it is very much. They are a joy to be around, and their happiness is a gift from the rewarder of thankfulness. The one who does not thank people does not thank Allah. So it's really important that all our listeners, and we always say there's not only young elders as well. Being thankful is one of the most important things in life. We can see through life very easily if we were grateful and thankful. I mean, just waking up in the morning and putting our feet on the ground and being able to swallow food, like I just said. So many people haven't got that ability as well. So if you've been given that blessing, alhamdulillah, many of us have, and many haven't. So be grateful for everything we have, even like the smallest things, which may seem small, like our little finger when it gets a paper cut on it.
Yeah,
and how much does it hurt?
SubhanAllah.
And we don't be thankful that, oh my God, when I don't have that cut, everything's so okay. And when I do have this cut, everything's so painful.
Yes.
And a great way to practice this to all our listeners is that every night, write down something or a few things if you can, because we have thousands of things in a day that we should be grateful about. But even if you can think of one amazing thing to be grateful and thankful about, write that down. And you watch, by the end of the week, you'll have 7. By the end of the month, you'll have so many. And so on. And then you realize that way you'll apply that, oh, we've got this to be thankful about. And you'll recognize how much we are blessed with, how Allah is so kind and loving.
SubhanAllah. Alhamdulillah.
So all of you from tonight, try and, whoever's listening, just on a piece of paper or a book, write down one thing that you are grateful about.
Yes.
Whatever that is.
Yeah.
Okay?
And then say it out loudly as well. You know, writing it down is one thing, but actually physically saying, alhamdulillah, I'm grateful for this, this, and this. It makes
and make
us
it a
realize.
habit. Yes. If one of you are doing it in your family, make it like a ritual thing. Yeah. Inshallah.
Okay, Jazakallah khair. We have literally a couple of seconds to go. Jazakallah khair. It's been myself, Sister Fatema, and Sister Amrin on the Children's Hour. Please join us tomorrow and rest of the week, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.